Hey y'all, Dennis here, Muddy Water Search and Recovery. And first, I apologize about the lighting. I am set up in my garage right now and just wanted to get this out to you guys. Many of you were watching our live feed Sunday night. Those who didn't, you're going to get kind of a heads up on what took place. At this point, we still don't know exactly what it was that happened. Sunday night, we were discussing cases out of Tennessee that, they're either not missing or they were previously missing and had been found. But the cause of death has either been, in all honesty, suspicious or not released. I know Joshua Bohannon's has come back undetermined. And so we were kind of breaking down some of these cases a bit, helping these families bring awareness to their cases. We had covered a handful of them, was in the middle of discussing another case. In fact, we were fixing to start wrapping that one up, and we still had Joshua Bohan and Aaron Key to discuss on that live. Alex had received a phone call. Alex, Dan, and I were the ones live. So he muted his mic and stopped his camera and took care of that. The feed kept going. Dan and I were still discussing the case and responding to comments. And a couple minutes later, I believe it was Mac commented that somebody accidentally shut down the live. Another viewer said, "Where did everybody go?" And at that point, we noticed that we were no longer live. So Dan and I were trying to discuss what had just happened. I'm going through my stuff, trying to figure out what had happened. A few minutes later, Alex pops back in. So we're telling him, "Hey, we're not live. We don't know what happened here." So we were working to figure that out. I jumped over on YouTube. At that point, the live feed that had been recorded was still there, but a couple minutes later, it was taken down. We also streamed that live over to our Facebook page. I went over to Facebook. The page was there, and a little bit later, the page was down. I did talk with somebody last night who told me that they know somebody who looked, and yesterday morning the live was back up for just a couple minutes, and then it was right back down again. So I don't know what's going on with that. If there is a question, if something flagged something on YouTube, normally I get an email within 24 to 48 hours. So far, I have not heard anything. I did send a message through some email that pops up when you try to contact YouTube and haven't heard anything back. So I don't know if, I was having connection issues going into the live. That was one of the reasons it took us so long. I kept freezing up. I froze up a little bit during the live, had to switch computers. At that point, it would seem to have been working good. And the live continued on for several minutes after that. So I don't know if it was something with the system. I don't know if the conversation flagged on YouTube and it was taken down. We did go into some discussion that we normally don't get very detailed on here on YouTube. Maybe that was it, but I haven't heard anything back on that to know for sure. It was really strange. I've had a video taken down before that they said flagged the community standards, and turned out it wasn't anything like that, and was able to appeal it, and they brought it back on. So not hearing anything from them, did it come from them? Did they stop the live feed? Did they take it down? Why was it taken down on Facebook as well? So still a lot of questions on this, and I am working trying to figure out exactly what happened so we don't have something like that happen again in a live feed with you guys. Those of you who were watching live that night, the comment section was incredible. Thank you guys for commenting, for the discussion in the comments. In fact, Emily Christopher, one of the cases we covered, her mom and dad were both over in the comments, and we were able to learn more about that case just through that and get that information out with you guys. It's just there seems to be some really crazy stuff going on in that area. And so moving forward on those particular cases, because the last video that got taken down that I got it back up was on the same thing, same area, some of the same cases. So what I'm going to do is we are going to continue to move forward. We're not going to stop working to help the families keep attention on these cases and to help keep pressure there so answers do come out. We're going to do these in a video form and do the cases individually and cover those that way and watch our wording, I guess. We'll kind of watch how we say things and see if that makes any type of difference on here. We'll definitely get the point across with you guys on what is or may have happened or is going on. There are going to be some family members that we will bring on live at some point to discuss their particular cases. I would like to bring Lisa Key back on to discuss Aaron's case. You know, it's just, you never want to think corruption, and yet sometimes that just screams out. So is that the case here? You know, I'm not going to say definitively, but there are signs that it is definitely a huge possibility. There's another case, because we've got several of these that are not in the state of Tennessee that we're going to be bringing out again as well. Again, one of these is someone here in Kansas, Cody Sinaceras out of Dodge City, Kansas. You know, he went missing November 24th, I believe it was found several weeks later. His vehicle was wrecked. He was in a field. The official story is he went off into the field, drove 4/10 of a mile across the wheat field into some weeds where he hit a pile of broken asphalt where he allegedly went airborne. His vehicle rolled, and eventually somebody saw his vehicle, notified law enforcement. They come out and confirmed it was him. There is several things in that case that is questionable. I'll put it that way. I know his mom has announced that they are getting a second autopsy done because they've refused to release the autopsy report to her. And they are, I believe, getting a second opinion on the vehicle investigation as well. You know, some people ask in some of these cases, you know, is there a chance that the official narrative is true, but this is that family's loved one? You know, maybe they don't want to accept that or whatever. I will say this, the families that I have spoken to, I 100% believe they are willing to accept the cause of death that is true and that can be shown to them. Hey, this is really what happened. You know, if it can't be proven, hey, this happened, at that point, it's still speculation. You know, you have to have proof that something happened for it, you know, for somebody to believe it. You know, I can tell you all day long, I went out and bought a brand new Mustang. If I don't show you pictures of it or you don't come to my house and see it, you don't know that I bought a Mustang. And I did not buy a Mustang, by the way. But, you got to have proof. And I applaud the families who want the truth. They're willing to fight for the truth. And, as a search and recovery team, we are very limited what we can do to help these families, but we are committed to doing everything we can to help them find answers. January and June is 2 months out of the year that we do, as far as live feeds, videos, we do focus a lot on those cases now, January and June. Through the year, if a new case comes in that we take on, we will still get that out to you guys immediately. If we have any updates or any changes in any of these cases, we will also get that out to you immediately. Cody's case, we will be doing another video kind of laying that one out. But that is one of those cases that we're basically limited in a lot of the stuff we can share because we don't want to hinder any case that the family is building to get truth. Be it Cody's case, be it Aaron's case. There's a lot of stuff in Aaron Key's case that we cannot share publicly because we don't want to jeopardize or hurt Lisa's efforts of getting the truth in Aaron's case. Anything we do share other than now, if it's public knowledge all over the computer and there's proof of it that's been sent across the internet, we will go ahead and share that. But if there's not, we're not going to share any information without the family's permission or the source's permission, simply because we don't want to jeopardize their case, so to speak. So, guys, again, at this point, we still don't know what happened Sunday night. We are working to figure out what it was. I know a couple people have reached out and said that Jeremy Nug over with, I don't know if it's still Adventures with Nug, and it used to be Fishing with Nug, a lot of magnet fishing. I think it's Adventures with Nug. He had recently gotten hacked, a lot of his stuff taken down. I did watch a video of his the other night. He's got most of that back now, but I have had a couple people reach out and ask if it's possible it could be something with the same scenario. I honestly don't think it is. So far, that is the only video that was taken down. The other videos are all still there, so I don't think it's the same thing. And I am very thankful Jeremy was able to get, his stuff back. He's been doing some good work, him and Adam Brown, over with what they've been doing. And know their tow truck broke down, and so they are trying to buy another tow truck. They do have a GoFundMe for that. So please check out Adventures. Oh, what is it? I will go in and get the name of his channel and bring it back. Most of you guys know what it is. But I want to say it's Adventures with Nug and then Adam Brown, but they're doing amazing work over there. Thankful there's other teams out there doing this. We bring them up a lot. Those of you who haven't checked them out, please do. The Sunshine State Sonar Search Team, they have been killing it finding vehicles underwater in the state of Florida. They have recently had so many recoveries of missing people and just doing an incredible job down there. So make sure to check out Sunshine State Sonar Search Team. I'm going to go ahead and throw out two more. OK Diver, you do see him in our comments now and then. He's joined us on a live. Incredible guy. just helping families find their missing loved ones. So make sure to check out OK Diver. Both of those guys are here on YouTube. And then Kansas Missing and Unsolved. Again, Ricky, incredible guy. A lot of respect for him. He's all across social media, so make sure to check out Kansas Missing and Unsolved. We'll do another video in the near future where we go through and name a lot of these teams and share the links for anybody who may not have those. Anybody that's out looking for missing people, we need to support, especially those that we know are helping. So let's do everything we can to help everybody out there. Thank you to all of you for being here, for your support, everything that you guys have done for us. We're going to continue doing everything we can to help bring these missing people home. With that, until next time, hopefully we will know what happened and we'll get that out to you. So till next time, you guys stay safe and we will see you guys down the road.